Hello, welcome back to the TCAP commentary. So today we're gonna do Timothy Isaac, the Super Mario Predator. I am I am not familiar with this guy. He's not part of my regular rotation for TCAP. Even though, truthfully, I don't even watch TCAP casually anymore. I do it for the videos and that's it, right? But when I used to watch it, I never watched this guy. I don't remember him being in my rotation or the people that I would watch. So I don't remember anything from his segment. Maybe I will in a second. I'll tell you if I have seen this before. But anyway, so yeah, we're gonna get started. If you like TCAP, check out the channel. I have a lot of videos, police interrogations, TCAP reactions, all that stuff. Right, a lot of good stuff. But anyway, let's just continue. Right, let's just continue.
I'm supposed to be standing out inside?
It's been a while.
You're fine.
Didn't you say he was coming back?
Hard to say.
Del goes
Hard to
out
say.
because we think one of the guys is about to show up.
Del Harvey, man. I miss everybody in the TCAP team, right? We've been watching a lot of Takedown with Chris Hansen, right? I've been looking around like all that stuff recently. If you haven't been like, if you're new here, essentially, I've been looking a lot of Takedown. But now that we're back with TCAP, I miss everyone. I miss old Chris. I miss Del. I miss Frag. All of them, right? I don't think there was a decoy for this house. I think it was just Del. But anyway, I'm glad to be back, I guess.
Up and is going to be looking for,
Waving at me?
the young teen to wave him in.
I don't see anybody. I'll come back inside then. No real point in me being out here.
She comes back in, and now this couple comes over, and we really don't see where they're coming from.
Oh, here comes the Predator.
So I'm wondering,
No, I'm kidding.
is this somebody?
I do know about this, right? I do know about the whole like neighbors coming over to check the house because there's a lot of people coming and going, right? I know about this because I think it was on a forum or a TCAPist that I used to watch like said it. But yeah, the segment itself, I am not clued in just yet. I'll tell you in a second, right? If I do remember anything. But yeah, let's just keep going.
We're expecting? Was this somebody who chatted with our decoy?
Who's on our front door, Mike?
Hi, how are you? Chris Hansen, how are you?
You're from Dateline.
Exactly.
My name is Chris Hansen.
So the police know what's going on, and it
Okay.
turns out
I'm
that
Chris
they were
Hansen.
friends of the man from whom we rented the house. And they had seen some activity, and they're just checking to see, what was going on.
They saw Dell outside and wondered who it was, and they were just checking up on things.
It's just an example of
kinda
the
cute.
unexpected things that
Oh,
always
of
happen when we
course.
do one of these investigations.
It's always so funny because Chris always has to spin it in some way that it's like, yeah, what we're doing is super dangerous, right? These could have been killers for all we know, right? For all we knew, they could have came in and killed all of us. God, so ridiculous. But I get what he's saying. Like, I don't want it to come off as like I don't understand what he's saying, but I do know what he's saying, right? He's saying that like, it's anything can happen, right? Anything. It's unexpected that someone shows up, right? They're neighbors, and just this entire like, I guess, interaction happened without that being planned. It's just it's funny just to think that Chris Hansen wants to make these things like super grandiose and like, oh yeah, this happened, right? I mean, I would too, but I'm just saying. Timothy Isaac.
It was late at night when he
Okay, I forgot I do these. Timothy Isaac, aka Park and Ride _469. But anyway.
showed up. And he made no bones about what he wanted to do when he got there. The chat was very explicit.
Where are you at?
I have to go change out of my clothes, okay?
Where
Okay.
are you?
Just hang out the bar for a second.
Where are you at?
I'll be right back down. I just have on like a jacket and a thermal and a t-shirt and another thermal and
Where
like
are you?
80,000 pounds of clothing.
What?
It's a little late to be prowling around these parts, huh?
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Why don't you have a seat right over
Oh man. I don't know what the decoy said. I'll bring it back to see if I can like actually decipher what they said. But this guy was so excited to be here. He's like, "Where are you?" Right? It reminds me of what's his name? Almost said Tim Burton. That's not him. What's his name? I almost said Timothy Isaac. I'm being slow. The guy that was like, "Oh no." That guy. I don't know what his name is. Regardless, I'm gonna be editing this and I'm gonna be like, "Oh, I remember the name now, but it's too late, right? Future me, don't get mad at me because I'm trying my best out here.
Over here for me.
All right, thanks.
Right there on the stool.
Appreciate it.
What's happening?
Hold on, wait.
Not a whole lot. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Not bad.
Not a
See,
whole lot.
prowler.
Oh yeah, hold on. I'm so sorry.
Chat was very
It's really
mean.
bad, but I want to hear what the people were saying, right?
Made no bones about what he wanted to do,
bones.
what he got there. The chat was very explicit.
Where are you at?
I have to go change out of my clothes, okay?
Okay.
Just hang out the bar for a second.
Yep.
I'll be right back down. I just have on like a jacket and a thermal and a t-shirt and another thermal and like 80,000 pounds of clothing.
Real funny, man. Oh, hilarious. What a jokester. Okay, so now I finally heard it. You know, the decoy is like, oh, I had on like a jacket, a thermal. I don't know what a thermal is. I live in Texas. Cut me some slack. But I assume it's like some form of wear. But anyway, it's like a t-shirt, a jacket, this, and that they have almost 80,000, pairs of whatever. Funny, but like it didn't warrant that laugh, I mean, he's really trying his best. I mean, I understand. Is that no, that's not I was gonna say, is that like a Marine's hat?
Another thermal and like 80,000 pounds of clothing.
Hilarious.
It's a little late to be prowling around these parts, huh?
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Why don't you have a seat right over here for me?
All right, thanks.
Right there on the stool.
Appreciate it.
What's happening?
Not a whole lot. How you doing?
Not a whole
Good,
lot.
how are you?
Not bad.
Not a whole lot.
What are you up to tonight?
Not a whole lot.
What are you doing here?
I forgot how to pace myself in TCAP reactions or commentaries because I haven't done one in a minute, right? I've done the Lee Greer one, but that one was a while ago. But anyway, not a whole lot. What a banger, you know what I mean? What a classic banger. One of the GOATs, I almost said Lee Greer. Honestly, him too. But Lauren Armstrong, right? Not a whole lot. Even though, surprisingly enough, a lot of people actually don't like him all that much. Like, I know people are like, he's overrated. Yeah, he is. But he is overrated for a reason, right? He's pretty good. But anyway, let's continue.
What are you up to?
Not a
Appreciate
whole
it.
lot.
What's happening?
Not a whole lot. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Not bad.
What are you up to tonight?
Not a whole lot.
What are you doing here?
Not a whole lot.
A friend asked me to come over.
A friend. And who's that friend?
A girl.
A girl. What's the girl's name?
I'm not sure.
How about
I'm watching this guy, right? I'm watching this guy. And he is chewing up a storm. Let me tell you, I feel like I'm missing out. I should have a piece of gum too, right? Where's my piece of gum? What? Why does he look like that? What's wrong with Chris? He looks like a monster. Anyway, whatever.
friend?
A girl.
Chewing
A girl.
super hard.
What's the girl's name?
I'm not sure.
How about Sadie? Does that sound familiar?
Sadie.
Well, yeah, that's what
Sadie
she said.
Adler.
Yeah. And how old is Sadie?
18.
18?
That's what she said on the phone.
That's what she said on the phone?
Yeah.
What did she say on the internet?
I wonder if the whole that's what she said on the phone. I wonder if that's like a little bit of like padding the conversation that he's about to be shown, right? The chat logs, because he must know who Chris is, you know what I mean, in some way. Unless he's just nervous that there's an adult here, you know what I mean, and he was told that there was no adult. But like he's like, yeah, on the phone she said this, but there's no way to prove that like right this instance, right? Because he has the chat logs, not the voice messages or whatever. But yeah, let's hear what he has to say. Oh man, he's kind of ugly. I don't mean that.
That's what she said on the phone.
You
That's
too.
what she said on the phone?
Yeah.
What did she say on the internet?
She said 15 or 16, but I said, no, you
She
gotta
was
be 18.
lying.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, do you want to rethink that and tell the truth this time, or do you want to stick with that story?
Do you want to keep capping,
Well, I
Timothy?
kind of figured something was going on.
You did.
Oh.
So that was a big lie about the 18 thing that you just said.
Oh.
Well, I don't remember. I was talking to quite a few people.
So
He was right there. Right there. You can see in his face that like he was like gonna go like, yeah, you're right. He just wanted to give it up, but then he like caught himself and was like, no, I can't just admit to this guilt. You know what I mean? He has to fight it. That just seems like the more reasonable thing to do, right? Be like, no, that wasn't me, right? I was told that she was 18, right? I would never come to meet a minor ever. But yeah. This guy is an interesting case because I don't know how to pin him, right? Like the other guy, I keep wanting to remember his name. No, that guy, Alonzo Wade. Yes, future me, I made you proud. Alonzo Wade. Okay, so watch that not even be the guy. So Alonzo, yeah, it is. Alonzo, he and Timothy are kind of similar, and maybe because it's just the same house, but they just give me the same vibe. I don't know, but I don't know. I was more proud of me remembering the name than to even know what I was gonna say afterwards.
Oh,
anyway,
you did.
Yeah.
So that was a big lie about the 18 thing that you just said.
Well, I don't remember. I was talking to quite a few people.
I don't remember.
It's almost 2:30 in the morning. How far did
I
you
have
travel
dementia.
tonight to be here?
I came from Columbus.
Columbus.
Columbus, huh?
What did that take you to get down here from Columbus?
8 billion hours.
I don't know.
8
probably a
light
couple
years.
A couple hours.
hours.
Oh,
That's a long ride. At the-
right.
I don't know. Probably a couple hours.
that take
You know, I am not an experienced driver, right? I do know how to drive, right? Get me. I mean, you can get me, right? But I couldn't imagine driving that long. I feel like I would be too nervous, right? But I'm not, because I'm also not a driver at night, and I believe it's nighttime.
take you to get down here from Columbus?
Sorry, that was stupid.
I don't know. Probably a couple hours.
Couple hours.
Couple of hours.
That's a long ride.
Right.
At this time of night.
It is night.
Yes, sir.
What makes a man get in a car and drive 2 hours?
I don't know. Just somebody wanted to meet me, and I want to meet them. I guess.
How old are you?
Ew.
I'm 42.
You're 42.
42.
I mean, I'm not looking for. To like do anything or anything.
That was so bad. Like, I don't even think. Hold on, I almost dropped the mic. Right, I'm sorry. I almost dropped you guys. I don't even think that someone who like has no context on what's happening would agree that they actually mean it, right? That Timothy actually means what he's saying. With the whole like, I wasn't gonna do anything. That's kind of gross, right? Come on, that's so unbelievable. Like, he came in here all smiling and excited, right? He literally, one of the first things he said when he came into the door was like, you know, hey, where are you at, right? I'm trying to get this done now. Cringe. I'm sorry, but anyway, come on, man. I don't know. It's like, I always think, and I know this is kind of not cringe, but bad, that like I would like to think what I would say in a situation like this, and honestly, I don't think I would do any better. It's just, I'm sure it's nerve-wracking. I don't know. I never intend to put myself in this situation, but still, I don't know, because I feel like you could do just a little bit better than to just go like, actually, I'm actually going to wait for marriage or something like. I don't know.
What did that take you to get down here from Columbus?
50 bazillion hours.
I don't know. Probably a couple hours.
Couple hours.
That's
a long ride. At this time of night.
Yes, sir.
What makes a man get in a car and drive 2 hours?
I don't know. Just somebody wanted to meet me, and I want to meet them. I guess.
How old are you?
I'm 42.
You're 42.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm not looking for. To like do anything or anything.
What made you think it was
man.
okay?
He's also 42. I don't know if that in the title screen, that title screen must have had it, but I didn't catch it. 42. To me, he doesn't look 42. I feel like he could be just a little bit younger, which is good. I'm just pointing it out, right? What I think. He doesn't look 42, even though never mind. He does kind of look 42. I could imagine him being that, but if I were to guess his age, I would probably say somewhere around like 37 to 38, right? Just give him a little bit less, but I don't know. I'm also just not good with ages. I know that sounds very crazy, but like, there are some people that age really bad, and then there's some people that age really good and are like 60 years old and they look like they're 35. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's just hard to say. I don't know. And then plus, like, the quality's kind of bad, so.
42 years old to walk into a home at... What made you think it was okay at 42 years old to walk into a home at roughly 2:30 in the morning where a 15-year-old girl was apparently home alone?
Well, I wasn't for sure she was 15 or not, to be honest.
Oh, that's what she said on the internet. Are you still a virgin?
Oh, buddy.
Stupid question for an older.
Yeah, it is a stupid question, but you know, I'm just shaking my head because I don't know what else to do. Like, I feel like a broken record. Like, someone tells you their age, right, and you're like, I don't believe you. That's just a very weird thing to do. I don't know. I just would like to have someone just be honest and be like, yeah, I saw that they were 15, but to be honest, like, I mean, what else could you say, right? I knew she was that age, but like with the whole thing around the age, like, why tempt it if you think that it's false? Like, you could go on and talk to somebody else. Like, it's not that deep, you know what I mean? They don't know each other that well. They're strangers online. Just leave it and go somewhere else, please. But you also have to, factor in that these people are going for something like that. It's not an accident.
Well, I wasn't for sure if she was 15 or not, to be honest.
Oh, that's what she said on the internet. Are you still a virgin?
Stupid question. For
He has such a creepy smile, too.
She says, well, I'm not
He
telling...
has such a creepy smile.
That's what she said on the internet. Are you still a virgin?
Stupid question for an older man to ask or something like that.
She says, well, I'm not telling anyone if you won't. My mom would have a freaking
Ew.
cow. Well, don't worry, it's our secret. Well, I can come over.
Nasty.
There.
Oh my
Is the parents
God.
gone? Again, you say, you got to promise me you're not like 5-0. That's the police.
Cops, right?
Right?
Jesus.
I don't want to get locked up.
Looks like I'm going to.
And me sucking your little sweet spot.
Ooh, oh my God. You heard no audible nothing from me because I like clenched my fist in the air so hard. That is really bad. I've heard so many messages from these guys, watching so many. We're at like 130 episodes-ish. And, I hear so many lines. And that one, it's not super duper graphic, but, like curse words or like genitalia or anything like that. But just the entire sentence is crazy. Oh my Lord. I'm sweating. Also because it's hot in here, but...
Telling anyone if you won't.
Oh yeah, the whole don't tell anyone. It's such a common thing we've heard so many times, people saying that. And is that grooming? I believe so. I'm just so out of practice. I think so. Yeah, that's kind of like grooming. Like, hey, you can't trust anyone but me. You know what I mean? Everyone else is the bad guy, but not the two of us. We know what's right. They don't. They don't understand us or whatever. Like, it's so insane how these tactics kind of like are common between these guys, when I don't assume that they like go, searching up tactics or something like that, right? Like, I'm just very impressed with how similar all of them are, but...
My mom would have a freaking cow. Well, don't worry, it's our secret. Well, I can come over. There. Is the parents gone? Again, you say, you got to promise me you're not like 5-0. That's the police, right? Okay. I don't want to get locked up.
Locked in.
Looks like I'm going to.
And me sucking your little sweet spot.
Ew.
Just being stupid.
Oh, definitely.
I want to taste you for real.
No, my God, please. Chris, it ain't that deep, bro. Let it go.
But baby, 15 can get me 20.
Oh, that's a
Probably
bar.
can, probably will.
That's a bar. Oh, I'm so sorry. Like, should I consider that a banger? It really ain't, but it is a bar at least. But, I don't know why Chris keeps reading these out. Like, it's not making me feel any better, right? I understand that he's a bad guy, right? I don't need any more information or evidence for that to be the case. But, fun fact. When I was clicking this video, random fun fact. When I clicked on the video, I went through a playlist. And I'm just like, who haven't I watched yet? And I saw this guy. I clicked on him, and as you can see, the title is called... the title is To Catch a Predator... dash Super Mario Predator. It took me... Oh, I just hit the mic really bad. Hold on. Okay, I had to make sure I didn't break anything. But, like, I searched for, like, 5 minutes in the comments trying to find this guy's name, and I couldn't find it, right? Maybe 5 minutes is exaggerated, but it took me a minute to find his name. And I had to search it up on TCAP Wiki, right? Just a fun fact, but you don't care.
And me sucking your little sweet spot.
Just being stupid.
I want to taste you for real.
God, man.
But baby, 15 can get me 20.
Yeah, it probably can. It probably will.
During the chat, he acknowledges that visiting this 15-year-old girl is wrong. He even jokes at one point,
True.
15 will get me 20. In other words, if I get convicted of being with you, I could face 20 years in prison.
Chris could break down some bars in music, right? But, right, it's simple. I don't have to explain it, but I will. Right, 15 years old, 20 years in prison. That's it.
Am I under arrest, sir?
Not at
You're
this
not
moment.
under arrest. No, not now as we speak.
Okay, thank you.
Classic.
I'm Chris
thing, man.
Hansen with Dateline NBC, and we're doing a story on adults who try to meet teens on the internet.
Oh.
Now, if there's something else you'd like to tell us, we'd
No.
like to hear it. If not, obviously, you're free to leave.
Thank you.
You're free to leave to get arrested.
Listen, I'm gonna read your rights, okay?
Okay.
You have the right to remain silent. Do you
Miranda
understand
rights.
that?
Yes, sir.
Coming up. Anything you say can will be used against you in court of law.
At the end of the Ohio investigation,
Ohio?
we knew that there was a possibility we might find fewer potential predators because we were out there,
guys.
especially at night. The road signs weren't great, not a lot of street lights. We were across the street from a big farm. It was a neighborhood, but a neighborhood attached to a very rural area. We got about the number of men we expected, and
Interesting. Well, I don't know if
It was
the
late at
ending
night.
is in here, but
Teens on the internet.
You say can will be
Timothy Isaac was sentenced to 8 months in prison. 8 months. That's not that bad. I'm not saying that that's good, but compared to some of the other guys we've seen, that is not that bad. We've seen people get 3 months or even less than that. So, an 8-month sentence isn't that bad. I want them to get an RSO, though. I don't think they did. But anyway, now we're at what's his name? I don't know these guys' names all that well, but anyway, TCAP, Wiki, Timothy Isaac. But let's see if he did get an RSO, because that I've always said it. Well, I've never said it, but I put it in a comment, replying to someone. But I understand that these guys can't get like 20 years in jail because, right, it's only like under intention and all that stuff, intent, right? But having them get an RSO status is like my main point. When they don't get that, or they get it for like 10 years, it makes me mad, because it's like the people around these people should know that, right? Should be able to figure out that, hey, the people they're living next to, or the people that, they're going to an establishment for, right, who work there, are RSOs, right? And they've done, these type of crimes before. But anyway, so we have Timothy Isaac. The quote is, she said 15 or 16, but I said, nah, you gotta be 18. That is crazy. That's a banger line. But anyway, Timothy Isaac, one of Isaac's many facial expressions throughout the interview, right? Okay, well, that's just one. His aliases is Park and Ride _469. He has 2 sons and a wife. He's married. Former training manager for a global transportation company. He's married still. He was born January 26th, 1964. He's male. He is 5'7", short. He weighs 195. Eye color is brown and hair color is also brown. So, Timothy Isaac, otherwise known as Park and Ride 469, is a potential predator caught in the Greenville, Ohio sting. He is best known for his uncanny resemblance to Mario from the Super Mario Bros. Series and his odd facial expressions throughout his interview. His biography. So, Timothy Isaac, at the age of 42, engaged in communication with a individual he believed to be a 15-year-old girl named Sadie. Unbeknownst to him, the person he was conversating with was actually a perverted justice decoy as a teenager. During their exchanges, Isaac raised inappropriate topics, asking about the decoy's preferences regarding intimate attire such as thongs. He also expressed a desire for the decoy to be closer in proximity and older, commenting on her perceived maturity beyond her age. See, that's something that always weirds me out, where predators like say, hey, like, you're very mature for your age. You know what I mean? Like, that line is very common, like, and I've heard it from people outside of TCAP, right? I've heard it from people's stories of like them being victims themselves and stuff. But Um, it's just nasty. I mean, all of this is nasty, but you get what I mean. It's just it just sucks to hear that they want to, I guess, convince themselves like, hey, no, you could be older. Like, age is just a number in this conversation. Like, I don't know, it's nasty. Additionally, he inquired about her relationship status and whether she was a virgin. As their conversation progressed, Isaac instructed the decoy to keep her online interactions private. He further inquired about the decoy's parents and their monitoring of her online activities, showing a concern for potential discovery. Over time, Isaac's intentions became more explicit as he expressed a desire to meet in person. He gradually escalated the conversation, using suggestive language and insinuated sexual acts, including asking if the decoy was willing to suck. However, when the decoy made a humorous remark mentioning sucking eggs, Isaac became suspicious and voiced his belief that she might be a law enforcement officer. Eventually, Isaac openly confessed his explicit desires, explicitly stating his wish for the decoy to perform oral sex on him and expressing his willingness to reciprocate the act on her little sweet spot. Nasty. But anyway, whew. Sorry. Kind of yawning. I'm probably running out of air in this closet, so just give me a little bit of patience. Isaac's okay, yeah. Oh wait, no. When the decoy expressed her lack of arousal from their interaction, Isaac responded that his tongue would make her wet. Isaac expressed a desire to taste her and suck her to a state of dryness. After the decoy mentioned again that she was 15, Isaac made a troubling statement suggesting that engaging with a 15-year-old could result in legal consequences, stating, "But baby, 15 can get me 20." Concerned about potential legal repercussions, Isaac asked the decoy to assure him that she was not associated with law enforcement, using the slang 5-0 for law enforcement. Before concluding the chat, Isaac mentioned living 112 miles away, indicating a significant distance that would require a 2-hour drive to meet in person. So, confrontation with Chris Hansen. Let me get a swig of water, right, please. Oofa. Anyway, Isaac arrived at the Sting House during late hours of the night. Upon entering, he immediately inquired about the decoy's whereabouts, engaging in casual conversation with the decoy. Isaac was interrupted when Chris Hansen made his entrance and instructed him to take a seat. When asked about his intentions, Isaac downplayed his activities, claiming he wasn't doing much and had been invited by a friend. Isaac attempted to justify his actions by stating that the decoy had initially told him she was 18 over the phone, but he acknowledged that she had revealed her age as 15 online, yet he decided to believe she was 18. Hansen confronted Isaac about his lies and urged him to tell the truth. Isaac confessed that he had a sense that something was amiss and admitted to driving for several hours to reach the Sting House. He claimed that if someone wanted to meet him, he felt the need to meet them, which is weird. Isaac asserted that he had no intentions to engage in any inappropriate activities and disclosed that he himself had two sons. He maintained that he believed the decoy didn't know her actual age. He maintained that he believed the decoy didn't know her actual age and acknowledged that he anticipated facing legal consequences. After Hansen inquired about Isaac's past experiences with prison, Isaac admitted to serving time for a DUI offense, asserting that it was his first time meeting an underage girl and nervously asked if he was being arrested. Hansen clarified that he lacked the authority to make an arrest, leading to a revelation of Hansen's true identity and the emergence of the cameras. In a hurried manner, Isaac swiftly rose from his seat and attempted to leave the Sting House. However, law enforcement authorities promptly arrested him before he could make his escape. So now we're at the aftermath. I'm sweating. During his police interview, Isaac adamantly denied any intentions of engaging in sexual activity with the teenage girl. He asserted that his primary motive for driving over 2 hours was simply to engage in conversation with a teenager who happened to be home alone without parental supervision. However, when presented with the sexually explicit chat log by the detective, which included his inquiry about the decoy's arousal, Isaac conceded that the chat logs painted a troubling picture, making him appear as a sexual predator targeting children. He expressed he hoped that the detectives would consider the situation in a more nuanced light, acknowledging the negative impressions created by the content of the chat log. Which I don't get that. Like, what do you mean, like, give him a chance and stuff? You know what I mean? Weird. Anyway, after his arrest, Isaac was charged with one felony count of attempted unlawful sexual conduct with a minor. Isaac would later plead guilty to a felony charge he was up against, and on October 25th, 2006, he received a sentence of 8 months in jail. Additionally, as part of his sentencing, Isaac was required to register as a sexually oriented offender for a period of 10 years. See, that sucks that it's only 10 years, but what can you do about it? I guess his face being out there is good enough, for people who are fans of TCAP. But at the same time, this is just really bad. But I don't know why it was only 10 years, but it doesn't matter. This registration entailed specific restrictions, such as residing no closer than 1,000 feet from a school. Furthermore, he was ordered to pay a fine of $1,400 to cover investigation costs. In 2017, Isaac was removed from the sex offender registry, and in 2020, Isaac remarried. Oh, Jesus. Quotes, "It's a little late to be prowling around these parts, huh?" And Timothy said, "Yeah, it is, innit? Sorry, I'm just nervous. I got boys who are 20 and 21, sir." What? Jesus, man. Chris from the chat log. "But baby, 15 can get me 20. Yeah, it probably can. It probably will. Anyway, what's this? I guess his most recent RSO pick. I don't know. Whatever though. It doesn't matter. According to fans and web archives, Timothy Isaac's uncut Chris Hansen and police interview was once available but have not resurfaced. A fan described the part of him freaking out that he would be on TV during his police interview as very funny. The fan also confirmed that Isaac's interviews were never uploaded to YouTube. While the videos are lost, the webpage still exists. Huh. Interesting. So sadly, there is no interrogation footage from him. I could try to look it up. I don't know when this was updated, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, so that'll be it for our friend. Oh wait, no, this is the wrong video. Yeah, see, this is the page thing. Anyway, so that'll be it for our friend Timothy, right? So for Timothy, very interesting watch. He does look like Super Mario. I also never mentioned that he does look like Mario, my dear friend. But anyway, we'll leave it at that. It's been tough, right? Working what is it, 46 hours a week? Doesn't matter. I'm glad to be back doing TCAP commentaries. Hey. And we'll catch you next time. Thank you and goodbye.